Ho, ho, ho! Welcome to Big Dick's Picks! And no, this is not a dick measuring contest. This is your one-stop shop for all of your sports gambling, comedy podcasting needs. And we have a very special podcast for you today. I'm Big Mo, and I'm feeling extra jolly. And that's right, we're doing our first ever Christmas special. I'm joined here by two other jolly hosts, Amesy and EPR. Amesy, I'll start off with you. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm in the Christmas season. I'll be on the full podcast this time. So,
Oh, you
full,
better be.
full billing, since I'll be here the whole time. I was going to try a song or two, but, I don't have Big Mo's angelic voice. So I'll let him take that over later. But Christmas spirit in Michigan, feeling good.
Right on.
All right. Well, so that's Amesy. EPR, how are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. This week has been amazing for sports, for myself personally. Won our championship in our hockey league for the first time after 4 years. We just always get to the semifinals or just lose out. But we finally did the job, got it done. It was awesome. And I was playing concussed, so slightly concerning. But I scored a hattie, and that felt good. But how
was the competition? How was it? Were they decently talented? Bunch of tomato cans? What were you playing there?
No, we were playing against the team that won it last year. We played the semis and the championship game. So we had 2 games in the same night. And we put. I think we won the first game 7-4, and the second game 7-2. So we put some goals on them, which felt great. So, but on other news, as a Nebraska fan, Nebraska just got the first overall QB recruit of this class. So Nebraska might be actually back on the map for a bit. Talent like that.
How did that happen?
He switched from Georgia.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, Dylan Raiola, I think is how you say his name. Looks incredible. I don't want to get hyped up too much, but there's not been a lot to be excited for as a Husker fan, and this might be my first time. So I'm living on a high right now. We're good.
Sounds like EPR's pretty jolly over there.
I am. 'Tis the season.
All right, and well, last but not least, we have already gone through our 2 jolly hosts. We have our final host to be introduced. He's not always so jolly, so I thought, you know what? For the Christmas special, I'm going to put together a little something special for our good old friend, Big Dick, and that's a classic Christmas carol.
Classic. Okay.
And you know what? Let's just kick it off. The Big Dick, here's your intro song. Big Dick Sunday Pod. Big Dick Sunday Pod. Big Dick Sunday Pod. He sounds like Batman. It's just his smoker cough. Big Dick, how are you doing?
I think you like that.
I'm good.
Rick,
this is actually my favorite holiday.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Really?
Oh, why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because he can walk around and hide his face or something.
I got you all presents because I felt bad about how I've treated you losers these past months.
Wait.
That's pretty nice. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I hear what the present is.
I was gonna say, did you actually?
I actually did.
Oh shit! All right.
I didn't want anyone getting jealous, so I got you all the same thing.
Yeah, what's that?
I got you 2 large middle fingers because fuck you.
Okay, there we go. That was a I've fallen prey to that a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah, you just gotta have to wait it out. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think, Big Dick, that you can afford presents after looking at your standings now. You're losing your grip, bud. You're losing
slowly
your grip.
but surely.
Yeah.
Somebody's catching you, man. Amesy's coming in hot.
Yeah, Amesy and Big Dick have the same record.
Yeah, Amesy, you better win big this week, or we still will never ever hear the end of his bullshit.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Starting the last couple weeks, and I'm continuing this week's. I have a theme to all of my picks, and this week, a little bit of a spoiler. It's going to be the Big Ten bludgeoning, and
Okay.
I'm sure it's going to go well. Nothing with a theme ever goes wrong. Come on.
No, that's very true. That's very true.
It's sound betting advice. Do you want to? By the way, Big Mo and EPR, do you want to take us on our wild ride of your betting adventures earlier in the week? Weren't you trying some sort of new strategy?
Well, Big
Yeah,
Mo
I was. I was kind of bouncing it off EPR, and at first I thought, wow, this is a great gambling model. Essentially, what I was trying to do was to find an edge for hockey betting. Normally that's my bread and butter. This week or this year, it's been a little bit tougher. And so, you know what, I dusted off a couple of the old models and tried out a new one. And the one that I tried out started off great. Basically, what you were doing, you were taking the percentage of money that was bet on a specific hockey game and then subtracting that from the percentage of bets. And if the percentage was -5 to -50%, then it was it fell within the model. First night went great. It went 75% accuracy,
Nice.
and then pretty much from then on, it just fell apart. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put that old dusty model back on the shelf and just keep looking for a new way to create the edge. But I did win $400 last night on Thursday Night Football. So you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
I saw you say, how much money do you put on that? Because that had to be like a plus 150, plus 250 line. What was the line?
It was a plus 400 line.
Oh,
it was
okay.
Olave and Cup combined 14.5 receptions, and they got 15. So I put $100 on it to win 400. So I got 500 back.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that made up for a lot of the bad picks that I've been doing recently. But this week I'm turning it around. I'm feeling extra jolly. It's going to be a great week, and actually a couple weeks of bowl games, and that's exactly where I'm going to focus all of my effort, all of my energy, and my prayers. They're all going towards the bowl games, and this week we're going 3 for 3. I already know it.
Awesome.
Speaking of turning it around, I was looking back at the last few pods. I have not won a snake draft in like 6 weeks.
Well, that's because you suck at them.
Doing this.
That's because all your answers are
Did your
default.
voice change? Did your voice change? Oh no, it's EPR being a dick. All right. So it's I'm looking to turn it around. And I feel like this week might be it. Unfortunately, then I saw our judge. And now I'm not feeling as great.
Big Dick is our judge for today because we do not have a guest. So this episode will be maybe a bit shorter. We'll get through it. But Amesy, you might have a chance just because he seems to like to pick on you, truthfully.
He likes to pick on me. Now we'll see if he likes to pick me. That'll be the key. But
yeah, that's true.
I have a Christmas story for you all.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
Okay, just button in here, but let's see what you got.
Okay. What is that, Big Dick?
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was only 7 years old, and it was late at night on Christmas Eve. I remember sneaking downstairs to see what Santa brought me, and to my surprise, there was a small box wrapped with a bow under the tree with my name on it. I carefully grabbed it and began to unwrap it as the most heavenly smell emanated from the box. Staring into the box, I see the most unbelievable sight. My very own cigar. Tears of joy filled my eyes as I began to think of how I was going to smoke this.
Oh, no.
That's when I heard a noise behind me and turned around. To my surprise, there was Santa standing in the kitchen holding a lighter and a cigar cutter. Without saying a word, he cut the end off, lit my cigar, and pulled out one of his own and smoked it with me. We sat there for what felt like an hour, and then turns to me and says, "Ho, ho, ho. I need to get to other houses now, or Mrs. Claus will have my head. Good night, Richard." Have a Merry Christmas. As he turned to leave, I say, It's Dick. I prefer Dick. He smiled and said, Not anymore, it's not. After today, you're Big Dick now. And he left. And the rest is history.
It's your origin
Wow.
story?
I was about to say that needs to be put into a movie. We could get Christian Bale on that. Come on. Origin story here. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Wow.
I was tearing
Yeah,
up a little bit. Dang.
At least now we know where your gravelly baritone comes from. It comes from starting to smoke cigars at age 7. So there you go. Kids, if you ever want to be successful in choir, just start smoking cigars young.
Yeah.
There you go.
I heard that's what Eddie Vedder did in Pearl Jam. That's why he's got such a wispy voice. ripping darts and cigars with Santa.
Yep. Completely
Oh
agree.
man, I love it. That must have been that. I think you had a perfect picture for my post. That must have been who Big Dick met when he was little. So, I love it.
It was just his dad, and he just didn't want Child Protective Services to come
Hey,
after
I
him.
don't
100%
ruin
agree.
Christmas for all these people, Big Mo. It was Santa.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I was defending you.
I don't think that was directed to you, Amesy. I think
Oh.
he doesn't like Big Mo's comment.
He's just shouting to the sky. That's fair. Well, I
Oh.
think it's snake draft time. Boys.
I agree.
I think it's snake draft.
It is indeed.
A very, very jolly snake draft.
Yeah.
Yes, festive.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, do you want to introduce it, or do you care?
Yeah, here our theme this week is going to be if you did this to your coach, you are definitely getting on the naughty list.
Mm-hmm.
On the naughty list. So bringing it back to festive because we are festive.
Yes.
Let's see. I believe this week it'll be Big Mo leading it off,
Mhm.
and then EPR, and then I've got the wraparound.
All right. Blues Clues has third.
Blues Clues is I'm happy to be third here. You know, I'm hunting for clues, and I got a couple good ones.
It's a good spot.
I can't wait to hear your generic Kirkland brand answer.
Yeah, you know what? I'm drawing up on my my big notepad right now. I'm drawing what looks like a house, and it's because this draft is my freaking home. I'm bringing it home.
Big Mo, I wouldn't go that far. I think he's only a great value. That's about as generic as you can
I
get.
think that's the worst thing you've ever said to me.
I'm sorry. That's what I think about your bets too. They're great value.
All right.
You
well,
thought
that's
I was
true.
complimenting them this whole time.
Abesy's great value bets are starting to kick some ass. Okay, Big Mo, lead it off. What do
Yeah.
you got?
All right. Yeah, I am honored to have the first pick in the Jolly Snake Draft this week. And if you were to do this to your coach, it's definitely getting you on the naughty list. And that's showing the coach's kid Big Dick's Picks podcast.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Roasting everybody. Take no prisoners.
That
Say,
being
hey,
said,
Dad,
if you'd like
what's
to,
Kentucky stuffing?
that being said, if you'd like to spread the podcast, there's no age limit. You're just kind of cool if you listen to it under 18. So feel free to share it with your kids.
Yeah, I mean, if you can smoke a cigar at 7, you can listen to a podcast before 18. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But
Yeah, good pick.
That's a solid pick. I was not
I like
expecting
the
that.
pod endorsement that comes with that pick as well. So
Yes.
that's good.
Yes. All right. For my first round pick, the thing, if you did this to your coach, you're definitely going on the naughty list, would be giving them a fake headset in which your buddies are on the other end giving him prank calls.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
I mean, he'd have to be pretty dumb to probably realize he's not talking to his quarterback about. But
Your
I
buddies
guess
are in
it
on it, so
worked
they
out
they
well.
practiced the voice as well as they could.
All
you know?
right. That's fair.
They're just playing Big Dick's Picks podcast.
One guy's got their phone out and just set up to the other phone. It's like, hello? Yeah, it's Big Dick.
all you hear is he puts on the headset. All you hear is "Welcome to."
Shortly after, what play are we running? Go fuck yourself. Okay.
All right, I got I got a good first round pick here. I'm keeping it in the season. I'm keeping it in the Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
I am saying the worst thing you can do to get on the naughty list to your coach would be to tell his kids that one of these two has to die, Santa or the Easter Bunny. You walk up to his kids and you say, right now, choose. The other one gets it.
Wow. That is, yeah. How would you set that up? Would be my question.
I was thinking that I'd print out a picture of Santa and a picture of the Easter Bunny and walk up to them and tell them that they have to put a red X over one of them, and then I'm going to run them over with his car.
I see.
With my car.
They're not physically present. Okay.
I mean, I also could hire 2 actors, but that could get pretty costly, especially if I have to inflict bodily injury to one. So, unless I hit big on one of the Ashtray Parlays, I might not have the expenses.
I hear the Easter Bunny's got a really good lawyer, so.
Yep, exactly. I get some human charges and some animal charges there, so a little bit of double jeopardy. That could be bad.
Okay. Well, what do you got? What do you got for the wraparound?
For the wraparound, got a couple options here. I'm gonna go with washing all of his wool clothes and throwing them in the dryer instead of taking them to the dry cleaner.
Oh, diabolical.
This one, yeah. And you know what? It hits home because I did this last week to one of my favorite sweaters. So, if he feels any way, close to how I was feeling, he would put me on the naughty list.
Wow. If that
you know what, Amesy?
Mm-hmm.
I can see why you haven't won a snake draft in a while.
You tell me that wasn't on your board?
Literally, the words out of my mouth were about to be, that was the most Blue's Clues pick you could have presented this draft.
It had a personal
My
story
sweater.
attached. It has a personal story attached. You ever dealt with a too small sweater? Talk about a thing to knock down your confidence immediately.
What puts you on the coach's naughty list? Not being the best player on the team.
Okay, well,
did I steal yours?
That was on my board. I'm gonna take it off and put on another one.
Oh man! All right.
I'm just saying. I think this draft is rigged against me. The fact that the Cold War didn't win me a pick, or not the Cold War, pretty much starting World War III, I lost to. I forget
Jake
what that
State
week,
Farm?
but yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Sometimes there's winners and then sometimes there's losers. Just happens that you're the loser more frequently.
I was about to say I'll remember that once we get to our pick section there, pal.
Which I won this week. So stay in your lane, buddy.
All right, what do you got?
All right,
got,
second round for me would be exposed his secret OnlyFans on the Jumbotron.
The nerve. Wait, are you this is going to make him money though.
No. I mean, it could, but I don't think he's going to
want
to be making
coach's
that
salary.
Kind of
also, especially if this is a high school coach. I mean, he's going to make more in a month on OnlyFans, unless he's
Is there a high school coach that has a Jumbotron?
Oh, that's fair.
Maybe in
Texas. If
it's
like Bill Belichick, then yeah, that would be that'd be trouble.
Slowly.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Coastal Carolina's coach had a OnlyFans. You guys see that picture they just released?
No.
I mean, the dude is first off, he's got a great fitness program. I'm just gonna say that straight off the bat. Secondly, probably not good to be cited with cheerleaders.
Fair.
Yeah, I just love that there were people online that were complaining about it, and then they ended up taking it down. It's like it's a coach standing with the dance team and a mascot. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for real. It is pretty ridiculous.
How dare
Maybe if he was clowning all of them on his OnlyFans, then yeah, but.
Sure. All right, let's move on. What do you got?
You got the wraparound. What do you got?
All right, for the wraparound.
Well, it's still.
This is definitely. Or yeah, sorry. For the pick of the second round, If you did this to your coach, you're definitely going to end up on the naughty list, and that's getting drunk, driving 110 miles an hour, and crashing into an innocent woman and killing her.
Wow.
Henry Ruggs.
I was about to say, this one seems oddly familiar.
I was about to say, I guess both of our picks had a personal story attached. Yours just happened to be Henry Ruggs. Mine happened to be myself. So,
At a laundromat.
what pick's better?
Ooh.
Actually, the point is I should have gone to the laundromat and I didn't. But
mm.
almost as tragic as Henry Ruggs killing that person.
Almost. I like that. It's a
unless
good
their
pick,
friends
Big
and family are listening, in which case, yeah, that was pretty bad too.
Oh,
I mean,
are.
that's why it's on the naughty list.
Yeah.
Like, that's the definition of naughty. Like,
Yeah, it is intentional.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you have the wraparound.
All right. Now I have the wraparound, and this is also another item that will definitely get you onto the coach's naughty list. And that's when you don't let the coach molest you during the film session. Brad Aldrich and Kyle Beach.
Oh no!
Wow.
All right, the theme is he went dark. He went realistic but dark. Coach, did I do good? Not yet, boy.
All right, EPR, you're up. Now keep in mind you do have to beat a sweater.
Okay. That sounds really hard to do, but let's see if I can do it here. So if you did this to your coach, if you leaked the information that you're actually the father to his child during a game, I don't think he's gonna like you very much. You just tell him personally. You show him the birth certificate. You do the DNA test, and you give it to him right on the sideline.
Yeah, let's get Maury out there. You are the father.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's a good pick. I'd put it probably hand in hand with the sweater.
Okay. I mean, your sweater could fit in your hand after you shrunk it so much.
That's true.
So.
And not hand in sweater, because then we'd be more into Big Mo's pick earlier in the film room. But yeah, that's a good pick.
Thank you.
I gotta decide. Okay, I got my final two here. I'm gonna start with shredding his passport while you two are vacationing together in Colombia. What I'm gonna go with. So we're bringing him a little. We're back worse than the sweater. The place you don't want to be stuck with right now is Colombia. Just so you know, the Colombian peso not doing well. So
not the brand, right? Because I know you've gone on sweaters and jackets.
Not
so
the
I'm kind
brand.
of concerned. Okay.
Yeah, you're not stuck in Columbia store on Pearl Street. So you're stuck.
I can't get out. Oh no.
In the country of Colombia, specifically,
Understood.
Bogota.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Hey, coach, we're going to Colombia. Bring your passport. It's like, oh, where are we not going to the airport? No, we're going to the outlets.
I will say it probably pissed him off if you shredded his passport, even if it was in a Colombia.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Either way, you shred something of his, not going to be happy. All right. Finish off your draft, sir.
All right. Okay. Calling him a bad boy, that's not very good. We're going to go a little deeper than that. Okay, fine. We're going with this one. Sell his wife to the family of the Vogons from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy to help you get an intergalactic tax break. There you go.
Wow, that one had layers. Is the coach financially concerned about how much he's owing on taxes?
No, I am.
Oh.
So I am selling his wife
I
to
see.
the Vogons. Which is a group from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, very bureaucratic. So I'm doing it to help get an intergalactic tax break for myself. He don't get shit.
Okay. Okay. I like it. I like the...
If Big Dick picks your draft, I'm going to stab myself through the heart.
All right, I'm just saying, he's a Vogon fan. I know Big Dick. He's a Vogon fan.
Just because he's an extraterrestrial does not mean he's voting for it.
They also look very similar. I think he has a relative in the family.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish off my draft here, and that would be replacing the cooler of Gatorade with piss and dumping that on him after a big win.
Wow.
Yeah, piss-soaked coach is not a happy coach.
Okay, you didn't have me until you gave the slogan underneath. Oh, that's
Did you say I did have you or I didn't?
You did not have me, then you
Okay.
gave the slogan.
Awesome. I'm so glad. All right, that rounds out my draft. Big Bo, finish it off.
All right. This is, I hope it hits home for Big Dick. This item is definitely going to get you on the naughty list for your coach. If you bring mistletoe to practice and chase everyone around and kiss them.
Just be a creep.
Yeah. Hey, come here, boy. Come here, boy.
Hey, maybe they're looking for love. Maybe they're looking for love. You know,
Hell yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Big Dick wants some action.
Hey, Big Dick, in our group chat, just so you can check out, I did send a picture of a Vogon to you. So maybe if that sways you, does he look familiar? Maybe that's your uncle.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, that was a good draft. Before we let Big Dick vote, ours isn't official, but what are we thinking? Who, like, overall? Personally, I don't think mine was the strongest. I had a couple good picks in there overall. Big Mo's was dark as hell, but I really, really liked the subtleness to it. The intergalactic one, good. But the sweater one's what's making me teeter.
I think a good draft is kind of like a good sushi roll.
I don't like sushi.
You need a good draft is kind of like a good
Steak?
Turkish sandwich.
Steak?
A Turkish kebab. You need balance. If you can't just be all dark meat, you need to have some peppers in there. You need to have some different spice.
Mm-hmm.
You bring it up light with the wool clothes. You bring it up down dark with killing Santa or the Easter Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
You bring it up medium with vacationing in Bogota, Colombia, or perhaps a Colombia outlet. Then you bring it back to crazy with the Vogons. You got to have a little bit of everything.
Big Bo, he's really trying for this one. Let me ask this one question. Repeat to me your sweater one.
Wash all of his wool clothes and throw them in the dryer instead of taking them to get dry cleaned.
Okay, so it was intentional.
It's intentionally
okay.
shrinking.
It sounded to me like it was just a mistake. Like, he'll forgive you, right?
No, it's the darkest shit around.
Okay. Big Mo, what do you think?
I think that Amesy over there has just been watching too much Blue's Clues if he thinks wool sweaters getting
I think Big Mo
into a dryer is dark.
Can't fit in a sweater anymore, And I think that the anger's coming out.
What if
I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna crash my car into you going 110 miles an hour, you fuck.
Well, even if you do it, you're gonna be looking dumb because your sweater ain't gonna fit.
Here's the only thing that makes me question the sweater one outside of just the obvious. Take a guy like Belichick, right? He might like it smaller because he doesn't have to roll up the sleeves. It's already done. He's got a crop top, man.
That's true, but I can guarantee that Belichick doesn't like his man boobs hanging out, and that's what happens if that sweater shrinks too small.
Absolutely don't know that.
Depends if he has an OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Also, that's fair. I'm gonna stop it at OnlyFans. That seems like a good place to end.
Okay. All right. So, do we want to just do a really fast recap, everybody's, so Big Dick can choose?
Yeah.
I think if he wasn't listening, that's his own fault.
Okay.
I think we should just skip the recap and just hop right in. I mean, does Big Dick have a suggestion, or is he just gonna judge?
You're all losers to me, so that makes this hard.
Well,
great suggestion, man. Thanks.
Well, what are you gonna have to go with overall then?
But I'm gonna have to give it to Big Mo.
Oh, fuck off. Okay.
Only because I think you're the biggest loser.
Okay. So you
There
win,
you
you
go.
kind of lose.
You know what?
All right,
Big Dick's opinion of me means absolutely nothing. So I will take the victory, and I will be super cocky about it going into the new year because I will be the undisputed champion going into 2024. Let's fucking go, Big Dick.
All
I
right.
love you. Just kidding. You're a fucking mutant, but thanks for picking me anyways.
Fuck you.
Big Mo, I'm returning your sweater that I just got you for Christmas, just so you
Wow.
know.
Wow.
Good, it's
He
all
probably already
shrunken.
shrunk it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it
I
anyway.
shrank it last week. Never mind, I'm still giving it to you. Ah, you bitch.
Well, maybe next year's your year, Amesy. I feel like
That's true.
I liked your draft a lot. I just
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like you've got the one controversial one, and then you follow it up with like Blue's Clues tragicness. So
Everybody hates on Blue's Clues, but he was on air for a long time.
yes, he was. Yes, he was.
I'm gonna guess he has a different audience than we do, though.
Okay.
No, it's
you
exact
know
same
what?
actually.
Blue's Clues.
All right. Well, I think we should get into the picks here. That's what people came here for. Probably not, but let's just start it off. Do we get it over with Big Dick, and then we'll go down the line? Sound good?
Let's do a recap first for all the listeners at home.
Oh yeah. The standings.
Yeah, standings. Yeah, we also have an update in our guest standings as well. EPR, are you gonna walk us through it?
Yeah, I can give the guest standings for sure.
Oh yeah.
So go
Why
ahead.
don't you do the host, and the guest standings?
Oh, you want me to do both? Well,
Yeah.
All right. Let me pull it up here real quick. I don't have it up. So give me a second. Let's see.
You're almost as underprepared as Amesy was last week, just fucking bailing out on us like a little bitch.
Hey, I hang in there. I was taking the punches from my wife, who I love very much. I hung in there for about 9 minutes longer than I probably should have, but it was worth it. It was for the boys.
Yes. All right. So here's what we've got currently. Do we start first or start with last? Easier.
Start with the last.
So say that again.
Start with the last to first.
All right, perfect. Well, last is easy. That's me. EPR. However, just to give a quick recap, I did win last week. I was profitable, $136. So take that, Amesy.
What are you at overall?
I don't think that's really that important, personally. It just
what's your overall record?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
so,
what is it?
So I'm still minus 1,173. But hey, and that doesn't have a 12, so we are making progress, as they might say 2 weeks ago. So yeah, coming back to that initial 1,000 that we started with, climbing out of that hole, currently on loan status.
Yep.
We have in third place a change up, Big Mo with minus 463. He's digging himself a bit of a hole. He's gone 3 weeks in a row where he's lost over $100. So he's going 1 for 3 weeks in a row. And as we know, that's not the best way to be profitable unless you have
New year,
parlays.
new Mo.
Mm-hmm.
New year, new Mo.
Yep.
Hey, I do want to point out though, me and Big Dick are the only ones that haven't gone 0-3.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're consistent, right? You get something.
Big Mo, I will warn you. That is the kind of victory that EPR would like to take in his picks.
Oh, if I'm 1 for 3 every week, I'm winning. I'll
Don't
just put it that way.
Don't start taking those manufactured victories. Just go for the goal. You're not EPR. You can do this.
All right.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
going 3 for 3. I'm jumping both of you, and I'm going to be in first going into the new year.
Well,
so,
the only
yeah.
person currently who's gone 3 for 3 is in second place, and that's Amesy, and he is at currently minus $76.
We're gonna be positive this week, boys.
Almost positive. Yes. So he's there, and then last but not least, even though we think so, we've got Big Dick with positive $37. He's lost a lot of profit over time, so he's barely holding on to the lead, guys. It's within taking for at least Amesy right now.
I mean, honestly, and if you think with the with the $300 that we're betting on these bets, like, you know, Big Mo, if he goes 3 for 3 and has a big week, he could easily, you know, lap me and Big Dick. So this next week is going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one, and we do have a competitive bet between me and Big Mo that might, you know, change the odds too. So.
Okay. Well,
and I have a question for you guys. Are we counting this towards the standings? Because we didn't count the Halloween special towards the standings.
Halloween was intentionally spooky picks just to be goofy. This one does count. There's no difference.
By the way, that episode was scary as fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Right. Terrifying. That's where you got your nickname from. All right, we're moving to the guest standings here. At the bottom, we have a tie between Gandhi of Glizzy and Tweety Bird. They went 0 for 3 on their picks, and they are at minus 300. Follow up with a in current 4th place. We have Salty with minus 109. And then in 3rd, we have Mikey with $80 of profit. He is positive. In 2nd place, slight controversy. There was a change up. We have Mike because one of his legs got voided because it didn't fail, but it got voided because it hit exactly. And he's profitable, $228. And that leads us to our 1st place guest currently, which is Jump Shot. Jump Shot's in the lead with $258 because of his 10-leg, that's right, parlay. That's all it takes, boys. Just a parlay to put you in the lead.
You know,
only one that's that long to hit
doesn't mean that it was your parlay.
I can still channel that. I can still channel it, and he did it because of me. I'd like to think
you're like all the Lions fans when Matthew Stafford won a ring, just feeling it through him.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's not your team.
It is. He's on my side.
Speaking of that, it's looking like Matthew Stafford is going to be playing against the Detroit Lions in their first home game in 30 years.
Yeah, he's looking great, honestly. I mean, you know, I would pick the Rams in that game. The Rams offense is humming right now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as for the guest picks, we don't have an official way of how we want to format this, but we've currently had 6 guests. If we get to about, I'm thinking 10, the first 2 people in the first 2 spots maybe get their bye week, if you will. The others challenge themselves, you know, go through their tournament, and then so you definitely want a higher draft seed in this case.
I think maybe let's wait till we have 12, and then we can just follow through college football playoff.
We could, but it's not like a team's better than the other just because one went more profitable. We have to reward the people who did win regular seasons.
Yeah.
There's got to be some advantage.
Yeah, no, I think we should do 12. I think top 2 get the bye, and then that should put us right around the beginning of March Madness as well. So, you know, we can have a little bit of March Madness guest madness and a little bit of March Madness basketball madness. So I think that'd be good.
Perfect. Well, there's your standings, folks.
All right, and on to the picks. And as always, we're going to let the leader of the pod kick it off, Big Dick. Let's send it over to him.
Okay, for my first pick, I've got a hot matchup between the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon State Beavers in the Sun Bowl. Now, as much as I love to fight, there's only one thing I love more, and that's beaver. So get your priorities straight and side with the team that's all about beavers. They're going to get a nice tan in the Sun Bowl and send those Irish back to the boats on which they came from. Those odds are plus 190.
All right.
Sounds like Big Dick has been kind of focusing on our last guest, Tweety Bird, just focused on Beeve the whole time.
Wow.
He's consistent. Who would have
My
guessed
question,
Big Dick likes beavers?
Well, my question going through with Oregon State is because I know their quarterback, Ui Lungule or whatever his name is leaving. Is he playing in the bowl game?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
That's a good question. I would have to say no because the odds being plus 190 is shocking. Because
Yeah, that's
Oregon
what I'm
State's
thinking.
been pretty solid.
Yeah, then I'm gonna I would probably pick against them if he's not playing because he's kind of their big difference maker. I mean, I know they have a good offensive line, but still,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. We'll see.
I was thinking the same thing, and I almost bet on UNC, the Tar Heels, and then I looked it up, and Drake May is not playing.
That's
so.
what I hate about bowl games, where they're just like,
Yeah.
no, I'm declaring so they can't play. It's like, play.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
so stupid.
It's one more
exactly.
game.
I know. One more game. To me, that's I'd want the guy that would want to play. That's the guy I'd want on my team. But
I agree. Also, you know, I would probably not want to get injured right before I was going to get offered millions of dollars. So I do understand it, but also
Fair,
it still
fair.
pisses me off as well.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But you could have gotten injured all the other times. So, all right. Well, Big Dick, what do you got for the second one?
All right, for my second pick, I'm taking Penn State against Ole Miss for minus 190 odds. Ole Miss won't even know it hit her, which honestly sounds like something Chris Brown would say. I think Penn State puts the Rebels in their place and forces them to bake the Nittany Lions a nice victory pie. Penn State wins this game faster than you can say Jerry Sandusky.
Well, again, it might come down to who's playing in that game. If I recall, I did see something that the first rounder for Penn State, I think he's an offensive lineman. He declared.
The tackle will not be playing.
Yeah, and he's an absolute animal. So
He is a beast.
that will
Go
hurt.
top.
That will
But
hurt.
They're playing
Makes-
Ole Miss, and
Yeah.
they do
It
have
makes-
a good team. So
It makes so much more sense why Big Dick picked my snake draft now with the coach molesting.
Mhm.
You know, it was the Blackhawks, but yeah, Penn State too. So
He likes children. Oh,
I guess
man.
he's not a big sweater wearer, so I really should have tailored my draft a little bit closer to the Big Dick guess or Big Dick.
Amesy,
picker.
I liked your draft. I liked your draft. All right, Big Dick, what do you got for the third?
Hold on. Let me finish my dart.
Okay.
buddy, we're on a fucking podcast. We're not all Amesy here. We can just fuck off whenever we want.
All right, I heard of smoke that one down.
For my third and final
Yeah.
pick, I have the
Okay.
Rose Bowl matchup between Alabama and Michigan. On one hand, you have the team that shouldn't even be there, but Nick Saban pleaded on his hands and mostly knees to get his team in after beating undefeated Georgia. On the other hand, you have the team who has found cheating this entire season by scouting other teams, which is equally funny and pathetic. With that being said, Michigan is still a great team, but they were unable to scout Alabama ahead of time. While Alabama has been heating up on offense, I think either team has what it takes to beat the other. So for that reason, I'm taking the over of 44.5 for minus 115 odds.
All right.
I like that one.
I was
actually.
gonna say that's probably
Yeah.
the most reasonable of all his picks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That could be a high scoring game potentially if both offenses show up. Yeah, I think Alabama's on a mission to prove a point, but I will agree with him in one aspect. I don't think Alabama should be playing there. That they're in fifth. It's just odd to me that Georgia got kicked out of that. I don't know.
That
That's just me.
Florida State, you mean? Or
Sorry, Florida. Yeah, Florida
Yeah.
State.
Florida State and Georgia,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Georgia. I mean, truthfully, Georgia lost one game. Alabama lost one game. I get it. Alabama beat Georgia, which you could call the tiebreaker. But then why the heck is Florida State not in it and Alabama is? It's like,
I agree.
what did
I
you
would've
do,
gone-
Nick Saban? What, clearly something.
it is straight up, SEC ratings.
Yes.
Like, try and say that it's not and that it has to do with Florida State's injury or whatever. I mean, they needed an SEC team in because of the ratings they get. So, it sucks, but it's how the world works.
Yep.
Speaking of that, you guys see Florida State is trying to leave the ACC. They're suing
Yeah,
the conference. Yeah.
they're suing the conference because they
Yeah.
got stuck into the deal there. So it's I'm very interested to see how it's going to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, all right. Should we move to our second overall in the standings? That's
Yep.
Amesy.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm ready to bring it home. We got an amazing lineup of picks. If you're not going to follow these picks, you should. It's the Big Ten bludgeoning, and it's gonna happen. So we're gonna start with Iowa plus 8.5. Iowa has an awesome defense, as we all know. I'm getting plus 8.5. I totally love that.
Who do they play?
They play Tennessee, but Tennessee is going to have a decent amount of people out. I know they have a good offense, but Iowa makes everyone look bad this year. So getting 8.5 points over a touchdown, I just feel very confident about that. I think they lose, but I think they lose by 3. So that'll be my first.
It's possible, but Michigan also blanked them, and it could be the same situation where the other team just scores 10 points and Iowa scores 0.
Yes.
So
it could be.
Yeah,
also,
that's a risky bet, but I kind of like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it was money line, I definitely wouldn't pick it.
No.
But I'm getting points, and Tennessee's offense is not Michigan's offense, so I think that Iowa can score something.
Yeah.
And what were those odds, Amesy?
Minus 112.
Okay.
So
all right.
Right at even.
Yeah.
My second pick, I'm going to be going with a parlay. Parlay. EPR.
Oh.
Get excited.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be Ohio State money line against Missouri and Penn State money line against Ole Miss. So I like everything about Big Dick's pick besides Jerry Sandusky when it comes to Penn State. It's gonna be fine. And Ohio State against Missouri. I know Ohio State is going to be playing a lot of their second tier guys, but honestly, I think that Ohio State's second tier is better than Missouri's first tier. So, I think that money line, they're going to be able to take it home as well.
Yeah. No, I think that's a pretty solid one, truthfully.
I also agree.
Yep.
Parlay.
We all agree on that one.
And you'll see why I agree.
Okay. And the final pick here, I'm sure we're all going to agree with this too. I'm going Michigan alternate spread minus 6.5. Alternate spread. We're bringing it out. It's gonna work this time.
Oh man.
Amesy, I've got a joke for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Why does a Michigan Wolverines fan pour cereal on a plate?
I don't know what to say.
Because he lost all his bowls.
Right. I understand. Track record, not great.
Alabama might be the best thing I've heard Big Dick say to you.
However, they're gonna win this time. This is gonna be it. It's gonna happen. This is it. This is the one. They're gonna win. Minus 6.5. Michigan by 50. But I can only get the alternate spread to 6.5. So I'm gonna take them at 176. But if I could buy 50.
All right. I
can connect you with a bookie if you want to throw some dough on that one.
I'll be talking to you after the pod.
That pick sucks.
Well, so does your face. So it's okay.
Eat shit.
Oh man!
Right.
So those are my 3 picks.
All right.
The Big Ten bludgeoning, it's happening.
Yeah, I like that they're all Big Ten. I feel good about that.
Good luck, everyone else.
Yep. All right. Big Mo, what you got?
All right. So I said that I agree with you on your Ohio State pick, Amesy, and I'm doubling down on it. I'm making that my first pick of the week. I'm taking Ohio State to beat Missouri. The odds are minus 105. Missouri's a really, really good team, but I just think Ohio State's better. Like Amesy was saying, it's there's a lot of value in that line, minus 105. If it was maybe minus 150, I might have stayed away from it. But the fact that it's even close to even just pushed it over that threshold of something that I'm gonna lock down on the pod.
And just look at the stars, like the star. And I know that not all that matters is what star recruit you have, but like even Ohio State's backups are all 4 stars.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is something that people might like a I don't know what you would call this, but an intangible, if you will, is Kyle McCord is transferring, right? He has no pressure on him anymore. He might play like he has no pressure and just unleash. We might actually get to see him perform his best. It's very possible.
Yeah,
so, I'd love to see that.
I would say if you look at like Ryan Day's coaching record, if you take out Michigan, because Michigan's awesome,
like 2 years.
He's a really good coach against every other team. So Missouri's not Michigan, so I think they're going to win.
Starts with an M though. Look out.
That what? That's a good point.
It's an MI. Oh no.
All right. Moving on to my second pick of the week. I feel like this is a team that just has been perpetually undervalued the whole entire year. Every year, they're always at plus money. They're always not viewed or respected as they should be. They're undefeated. They're in the fucking college playoff. I'm taking Washington to beat Texas. The odds are plus 160. I think that game is just going to be too close, and the value is there. Like, why is Washington that much of an underdog for the potential chance to win and go on to the national championship? This team has had something to prove the entire season.
Yep.
And I think they're going to come out. They're going to play strong. It's going to be close. It's kind of a scary bet, but the value's there. If I can hit that one, it's going to, help propel me away from being negative $400 in the hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I actually I think Texas is obviously an incredibly talented team, but Washington has that chip on their shoulder. They've been they were underdogs against Oregon and honestly dominated them, and they beat them both times, and it's, to me, it's just impressive that Washington, every time they've been doubted, they come back and they rise to the occasion and go, no, we're a serious team. Here's why. And I think their defense is better than Texas. That's also something.
It's kind of similar to how I was thinking about the Washington-Oregon game, where I thought it was. I thought it was going to be more of an even game than it ended up being.
Mm-hmm.
But because I think this game's dead even, I think the smart play is to go where the money is.
Yeah.
So you can get plus money in Washington. I think that it's going to come down to the last possession or two. So it's so it's a good bet because you can get plus money.
Yep.
Yeah, they just keep finding ways to win games too. There's something intangible about that when a team just finds ways to win, even if they're not the higher caliber offense or defense or special teams or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
If they have that dog in them and they're able to just block out the rest of the noise, which there's going to be a lot of noise in the college football playoff. They're able to block it out. I think they get the dub, and I think it's going to be locked up within the last 5 minutes.
And you guys, people who've been listening to the podcast know I'm a Penix fan, and I think he's gonna show up big.
Okay.
You're a penis fan?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
He's
completely silent. All right, let's move on. Was that your last pick?
No, I have one final pick, and this one is really going to upset AMZ here. I'm taking Alabama money line plus 105. Absolutely. Nick Saban is right back where he wants to be. This is his comfort zone. This is him, kicking those shoes off, those sandals off, putting his feet up by the lake, sitting in his robe. That's Nick Saban's comfort zone, is in the college football playoffs or in the national championship. He's been there. He's done that. He's won that. Michigan has not, as Big Dick pointed out earlier. I think Nick Saban and the boys are going to take it to him. Plus 105 Alabama. Let's go.
Put him in a robe, in a retirement home, because it's time to get him out of the freaking league.
As he keeps winning. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I talked with Big Mo about this earlier. I had Alabama picked as well as one of my single line bets, but I changed it to a parlay to appease the crowd. Yep. I know I'd make people angry. So
okay.
All right.
it's gonna be a spicy pod after that game, one way or another. That's all I know.
The real winner here is friendship. No, I'm just kidding. All right, on
friendship. Let's go Michigan.
I can't root for either. Fuck both those teams. So if anything, I like Big Dick's pick over it. Just taking the over, so you don't have to choose a side. All right, on to what everyone's really been waiting for: EPR's Jolly Parlays this week. Love that post so much. So for my first parlay with plus 392 odds, we've got Utah moneyline, San Jose State moneyline, Kansas moneyline, and Oklahoma moneyline. So four teams, and they're all favored. But yeah, the Oklahoma one's actually probably the toughest of the situation there.
Yeah, really.
Total odds?
Those games?
Plus 392.
Okay.
Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. I'll take not bad as my first one. For my second one, let's up the ante a little bit. Those odds here are starting at 553. That's right. And we have over 62.5 in the Arizona-Oklahoma game. So there's a theme here. I've picked a lot of the same teams for a lot of my bets. We have the over 48.5 on the Mizzou-Ohio State game. I think 48.5 is super low.
That's actually wild.
Yeah. I think it's going to be closer to 60 personally, but that's why I took it. Auburn money line, Georgia money line, and Oregon money line. And again, plus 553 for those.
I'm going to describe that as a little worse.
A little worse? Dang.
But no, well, I liked your first parlay a little better, but you know.
Well, then you're going to love this last one then, because we've got the same teams again. We've got Utah money line, UCF money line, San Jose State money line again, the Denver Broncos. How did they slip in there? That's bizarre. Aren't these college football picks? Fuck that. Go Broncos. They're winning this week. Kansas money line, USC to cover 7.5, and SMU money line for a juicy, jolly whopping plus 893 odds.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Say, if you do that and just add in a Michigan minus 14.5, and,
for plus 6,000 odds.
Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're cooking with some heat there.
All right. They progressively got more jolly, as you guys could tell. So you're welcome to all our fans who have supported me in my parlays. Excuse me. That wasn't me laughing. It was me coughing. There's no reason to laugh about something like this. I was profitable last week, so thank you for believing in me, everyone. It means a lot. Your words of kindness got me through my week. So,
EPR, you've gone 1 for 3 the last 2 weeks. Which one of those do you think's going to hit?
The 893.
Okay.
No.
Fuck yeah.
I was gonna say, realistically, if the 893 hits, that means also my 392 hits, and probably
all hits or not hits. That's it.
Yeah. So this is the week I like to call. I took all my chips and pushed them onto the table and said, I'm all in. I'm going either 3 for 3 or a strong 2 for 3. Or I'm straight up going 0 for 3. So I wanted to commit over the edge. I was tired of these little 1 for 3 piddly things chipping away at that deficit. We're not doing that. We're about to surpass Big Mo in one fell swoop.
Mm-hmm. I think I heard that about 2 months ago from you, but this time, it seems a lot more true.
Thank you. I believe in myself. So
EPR's rolling now.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true. All right.
I just can't wait to see where we sit by the end of this. Like either one of your big parlays hits, or you're going to be down 20 grand going into the finale.
You guys ever watch that old show Celebrity Jeopardy that used to be on SNL?
Oh yeah.
They'd start the show and be like, now with minus 43,000 points. The Red Rocket EPR.
dare you?
Speaking of,
I like it.
Speaking of the Red Rocket, because we will not be recording until after New Year's, we have a little special treat for all of our listeners out there.
Yeah.
We're going to be dropping over the course of time all of our different identities. So no more hiding behind our call names. We're going to be posting those pictures of what we look like. You won't know what our names are just yet, but maybe at some point when we actually can make money off this podcast, we will do that. But you'll at least know what our faces look like, and that's going to be the little treat for the holidays.
Yep. It's our gift to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Merry Christmas from Big Dick's Picks.
Yep. So make sure that you guys follow us on Instagram. Honestly, we have not updated the X in a long time. There's, I think,
Instagram's
still one follower on there. But yeah, we're growing on Instagram, and
going. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting close to Selena Gomez. I would say we're not there yet, but we're in her radar.
Oh,
so
we're right on her heels. I heard she had to call her agent.
We did reach a very important following number. If you guys care to hear, we have reached 75 followers on the Instagram.
Let's go.
Let's go.
100. So make sure you guys follow us. We're at Big Richard's Picks on Instagram. All of our podcasts are posted on Spotify and YouTube as well. There's links in our bio on the Instagram. So if you're listening to this, give us a follow. Like some of the posts. Let us know what you want to see, and we'll definitely incorporate it. Yeah. Let us know if you want to be a guest, even.
Exactly.
We're
Send
open
us
to
a
guests.
message.
We got a couple slots. We can fit you in.
We could. You'll have to deal with Big Dick, but you get to deal with us too. So
yeah, we're on your side. We're on your side.
I like it. Yep. Tell your friends. Spread the holiday cheer. I think that brings us to the one and only Ashtray Parlay. Big Mo, your favorite part. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's take it away. I am absolutely ecstatic about this week. I think we've got the holiday cheer backing this one. There's just something about it in the air. I don't know if it's the smoke or what, but it's something.
I think it is the smoke, but something's in the air.
Yep.
Yeah. And for all of the listeners out there, if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, every single week we put together what we call the Ashtray Parlay. Essentially, the thought process behind this is just picture that you're a fiend. Picture that you've been smoking every single year since you were 7 with Santa. Santa's just coming in and ripping darts and cigars with you. And you're just fully addicted by this point. And Christmas rolls around, and guess what? You told Grandma you wanted some Marlboros in your stocking, and she didn't fucking get them for you because she's a fucking bitch. And you're going to fucking freak out and start losing it on her unless you can just start digging through that ashtray and just sifting through all of the different butts in there until you can pull out that one nice, big, jolly Marlboro. Oh. Let's go.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
And I am going to cut it a little bit short on the introduction this week because I do have a very special way that I put together this week's ashtray.
Oh.
We, in the past, it's been primarily myself that's been putting together these. And I went with a different idea this week. I went with the crowdsourcing idea. So I talked to 15 different homeless people. Salty introduced me to all of them, and I told him, hey, give me your best pick because if this wins, I'm gonna give you 1/15 of the overall payout.
I think that's fair.
And even if they get 1/15, it's still gonna buy them a shit ton of darts and a shit ton of booze and whatever drugs they're into that got them homeless in the first place, and they were all about it. And so.
Right.
The under the bridge ashtray.
Only for the holidays. Yeah, it was quite the journey, boys. I had to stay out pretty late, just sifting through the mutants. I saw Big Dick out there, but he didn't give me any picks because fuck Big Dick. But you know what? That's okay. All of the other homeless people are all experts in college football, and that's why this week it's gonna win.
Let's go.
I believe.
All right.
What is it?
Starting off, I'm gonna crank through these. I'm not gonna say which homeless person gave them to me because you know who you are. You know how much money you're getting. I've already promised it to you. So, starting off, first leg, over 44.5, Troy at Duke. Second leg, Northern Illinois, plus 2.5 against Arkansas State. Then we got over 59.5, Georgia State at Utah State. Then we're going to the Armed Services Bowl. We got Air Force taking it to James Madison money line. And then we got under 44.5, South Alabama at Eastern Michigan. Over 41.5, Utah at Northwestern. Coastal Carolina, plus 9 against San Jose State. Minnesota beating Bowling Green money line. Over 59.5, Texas State at Rice. Under 66.5, Kansas at UNLV. Virginia Tech, minus 10.5 at Tulane. North Carolina beating West Virginia money line. And over 53, Texas A&M at Oklahoma State. And then Ames, you'll like this one, Michigan, minus 2 against Alabama. And then rounding it all out, we got Texas beating Washington money line. $1, boys.
Yeah.
$1 wins you $20,288.44. The odds are plus 2,028,744 odds. That's a lot of money that's going out to the homeless. If you hear this and this bet cashes, I'll be at the Denver homeless shelter. Be there. I don't even know after New Year's, and I'll give you your money. Let's go.
Yeah, that's like
I want you guys to just envision here. We're watching the TV, and the fireworks are going off, and they're going off orange. Texas has just pulled off the win.
No.
Finishing the final leg of the parlay. The podcast goes crazy. The world goes crazy. The world makes more money. We would be changing the GDP of the United States. That's how many people are betting this parlay. It'd be wild.
We'd at least get like 2 more followers.
It'd be
at least.
Maybe
At least
15 more followers. People following us home.
I would set the over under at 4.5. I think we would get at least 5 people.
Well,
I don't even care that 2 of the picks go against my picks. If that hits, I am electric. I do not give a shit that I might move into last.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's okay. That would be
your
profit sharing $1,300.
There are no last. The day the ashtray lits, they're just firsts, except for Big Dick. That's fine.
Yep.
Yep, exactly.
I love it.
All right, guys.
Are
we ready? Do we have any futures? Do we have any butts of the week?
I have a butt of the week, but let's start with futures. Anybody got any futures they want to throw up on the board?
No.
I don't. I'm still feeling real good about the couple that I had recently, besides the Packers division, but we won't talk about that. I'm feeling good about the Texans. I think they're going to bring me home. We'll see if that cashes.
That one's looking really, really solid, honestly.
Yeah.
And another future I want to point out that has been looking good since the start. Bedsy, let's fucking go. He's just been tearing it up recently. That guy's definitely going to hit the over on the points.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
all right, should we throw it to the butt of the week?
Yeah, what you got? What's your butt?
All right, I will go first. I've been dying to talk about this because of a recent signing. My butt of the week is just the Major League Baseball. MLB is absolutely fried. There is absolutely zero chance that unless you're a fan of the Dodgers, you're going to be following baseball next year. They just dropped $700 million on Shohei Ohtani, and another 325 million on another guy that I can't even pronounce his name, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So
Yeah,
like,
Yamamoto.
If you're a Rockies fan like myself, like, what the fuck is the point of going to the games when you have teams out there that are spending billions of dollars on two guys? Fucking insane. That league is fried. Unless you're a top contender and your team is filled with the rich ownership, you're fucked. There's no chance that you're seeing any of these underdog stories coming out of it. There's no parity in the majors. It's fucking over. Baseball is fried until they start having a hard salary cap. That's going to be my butt of the week.
I like it.
Guys, we may
Can't
have
agree
to.
more.
I just had a brilliant idea. We may have to have a Big Dick's Picks fan meetup at a Rockies game because I just found a BOGO. It's $60 for 28 tickets.
What?
So, yeah. so we may have to have a meetup. No one will be watching baseball because the Rockies suck. But hey, $60 for 28 tickets. You know, we we could get a crew.
I'm down.
Yeah, let's pull the trigger. We'll have a little fan appreciation day at the Rockies game.
We could take all
Yep,
15
we
homeless
appreciate you
people,
$3 worth.
Yeah. Yeah, if the Ashtray Parlay doesn't hit and I promised all these homeless people money, I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I have something better. I have a Rockies ticket.
All right. Well, you know, nothing's a better way to end the Christmas pod than, you know, sending a little Christmas wish towards the Rockies being good.
Yeah, maybe. There's a few things. Amesy, what's your butt of the week?
My butt of the week, I didn't have one, so it's the Colorado Rockies.
Okay.
Better.
I was like, you don't need to have one. That's fine.
It's okay. When in doubt, the Colorado Rockies come through for you.
Not even playing, and they're still the butt of the week, which is fitting.
I thought you were gonna say it was you being in Michigan and not seeing
honestly,
the sun.
It was like 40 today.
Yeah,
and,
but did you see the sun?
See the sun?
Oh
no, so it only felt but 40. That means it only felt like 30. So come on.
Wow,
not bad.
Oh yeah, that's great.
We do currently have one listener that is based in Japan, and he hates Dick Monfort. He was a diehard Rockies fan. I think we might have to get this guy on when the baseball season starts back up.
I agree.
Yeah. My friend, your ticket is on me for a Rockies game.
All $3 of it. No. All right. And the last butt of the week is mine. This one's a bit of a cheeky jab, but it's got to go to Georgia for losing out to Nebraska on the first bet, like the best QB of the draft, or not draft, but of the class.
Yeah.
How do you lose to Nebraska? I know the guy had connections, and his father played there and was a legend there, but wow, that is actually genuinely shocking that he flipped his commitment.
It's the corn.
It's the corn.
It's the corn.
I believe. I'm a child of the corn. So fuck you, Georgia. I hope you win this week because one of my parlays needs you, but fuck you outside of that. All right, and I think that brings us to the end of this holiday Christmas special, unless anyone else has anything else to add.
We want to wish you a mutant Christmas. We want to wish you a mutant Christmas. We want to wish you a mutant Christmas from the bottom of the pod.
Yeah. All right, guys. If that's the last thing we have to say, then I think we can call it. Alrighty.
All right. See ya.